Welcome back to another episode here on the Eternal Sith Network, where you get all your Star Wars news. Today we're going to be talking about, episode 7 of the Andor series. But before we do start that, remember, hit that subscribe, like, and notification bell so you're always in the know on everything Star Wars. And once you're done watching this video, go check out my last one. Give it a thumbs up as you watch. Let's start the show. So right off the rip, I want to go into it. One of the things that we're going to talk about is big spoilers and Easter eggs that we got to see. And we actually head back to Luthen, where it actually goes back with Mon Mothma and the conversation that they both have, which is about the beginning of the rebellion. And as they're talking about how she was not expecting for it to go this far from Luthen, which I totally can see how Luthen is very much invested and there's going to be a lot of lives lost, as he did say to her. But the two things that were really cool that stood out was one of them that we've seen already was the Plo Koon mask, and the new one that we got to see is the Jedi Temple Guard mask. Now, I wonder if any of these things will, resurface again and mean something. Maybe somebody of possibly, yes, I'll say it, Thrawn. Maybe he'll come into the picture. I know that's stretching it, but we know that he likes to collect things. Maybe he's the type of person that we see in this series that, entices it and comes in and, possibly just buy some of this stuff. So I think maybe that could add to the fuel a little bit and, possibly bringing Thrawn into this, but that's a long shot. But who knows? You never know. It's good to see that we have these things coming in the show. We then get to see Cyril getting a job interview to work for the Empire so he could start a clean slate. And, we see that actually play out, which is really, really cool. We see him having conversations with his mother in the beginning of the episode, and it's leading all into him working for the Empire, which I had an idea that was going to happen. Then we finally get to see some stormtroopers, which was bound to happen because, again, it just had to happen. It was just one of those things that we were going to start really getting into, diving a little bit deeper into the Empire. Now, what I do want to talk about is that, that we finally get to hear the name Emperor Palpatine, which was referenced, and we knew at some point he was going to be talked about, and he was talked about in this episode very heavily with Mon Mothma and just overall Luthen as well, and understanding that, now it's getting back to him. Now that we get to hear that the Imperials are talking and that they're saying that Palpatine is aware of everything that is going on. He knows everything, even if it's the smallest of the smallest problems that can lead into big, because we know how the rebellion's on the come up, that he will know everything. So he's going to be getting much involved. And I think at some point we might even see Palpatine. So we also get to see Sita overlooking a Star Destroyer, knowing that she's still alive and possibly trying to get back to Vel. The other one is that we get to see Andor sneaking back to the planet to see his mother figure and trying to rescue her to get her back out. But it ends up being that she doesn't want to go with him. And then we get to see a flashback from, Andor. And we get to see some clone troopers, which I really enjoyed. And we get to see also Bix as well. We know her status of being still there. But again, none of them are leaving. They're going to stay there. As we know, Cassian has to leave that planet as it is under Imperial watch. Now, one of the new planets we get to see is Niamos, and we see him there, I guess there was a moment that he was doing his thing with the girl, and we see him without a shirt, and the girl just wakes up, which is pretty interesting, and it shows how this is really for mature content. Now we see him actually walking, and we see, the Imperial security droid and shore troopers, so that's pretty cool. That's one of the cool things I think that we're seeing, that they're really incorporating a lot of things that we know of into this series. And at the very, very end, Cassian gets caught and actually will be serving 6 years in jail. Now, I wonder how they will get him out, but I guess we'll find that out in episode 8 going forward. But guys, comment down below. Let me know what you thought about this episode. I thought it was actually pretty cool. I thought it was a nice little showrunner episode where it was just like the adrenaline was kind of getting up, but I rate this one a 7. So comment down below. Let me know what you thought about this one. And stay tuned as I have another video out tomorrow, and I'll have a live stream later tonight with a big panel. So you guys, we could talk about, the episode of today, and we could dive a little bit more deeper into it. Remember, guys, for more Star Wars content, hit the subscribe, like, notification bell so you're always in the know on everything Star Wars. And remember, the Eternal Sith, then, now, forever. Later, guys.